Hey guys, what is going on today? Niche here from NicheRiding. I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit of a basic instructional thing. I'm starting to really add a lot of that more to my channel here, especially because of the fact that I have a brand new channel. Obviously, this is all new. I'm brand new to the bikes, but I figured I'd go ahead and show you some of the beginner tips and tricks and how things work with a motorcycle if you're first starting to get into it. And obviously with me, that was obviously last October is when I really started getting into it, and then I took my MSF in last October. That's 2014 when this video is being made. And then in November is when I bought this bike here, the little Kawasaki 250. And I figured I'd go ahead and do a tutorial today on how to shift a bike. Okay, if you've never driven a stock stick shift card like my Z is over there, then this might be a little bit new for you and you're going to have to learn it all. If you have driven a stick shift vehicle, then this really shouldn't be any issue for you at all. It's just knowing that your left hand is your clutch, and instead of your left foot, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, you know, there's no foot thing there. Because what you're going to be doing with your left foot is you're actually going to be shifting the gears, okay, down there. So what I'll do is I'll give you a breakdown of what everything is right here. This is stuff they're going to be teaching you at the MSF course, which is very pertinent in what you need to do how to ride a bike. I know some of the like trikes and stuff have automatics. But obviously, most of the bikes you're going to be actually looking at is all going to be straight up here, and it'll be stick shift only. So let's go through the basic stuff right here. Obviously, your left right here, this is your clutch, guys. Obviously, pretty plain and simple. I mean, that's just like in your left foot. You pull it in when you get off the gas, and then you want to shift. You have it in, and then you slowly let it back out once it's in with the gear you want. Just like that. It's very, very easy. You guys shouldn't have any issues with this. Your right is going to be your front brakes, okay? So it's going to be your brakes right there. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go around the left side, the right side of the bike here. This right here, I hope it's showing up good in the camera. This is your rear brakes right here, okay? And they will teach you in the MSF class to always use your rear brakes. I know a lot of people will say, oh, well, I'm not going to use the rear brakes. They always say you will use your rear brakes and you will be tested, and we will be checking to make sure you're doing that. So I wanted you to know exactly what they're going to be looking for when you're in the MSF course. The last thing you're going to need to know is your shifter. This is it. You're going to be shifting with your toe the entire time. You can actually see it is moving at the same time as it is attached. Right now it is in neutral. I will show you to you. Keys on, green light. It is in neutral, guys. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Turn it back off again. Neutral is in the middle here, so it's going to be right around here, okay? So if the gears are set up just like this on a regular thing, not a race bike where it's flipped, here is the way it's going to be. Neutral is in the middle. You will push down to go to first gear. Then once you're rolling at a good speed, all you have to do is kick it up once, one full gear, and it will jump into the second gear, okay? And then third, fourth, fifth as you go on up, 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 up. Now if you want to get back into neutral, let's say you got down all the way down to 1, just to give it a half click, just a little half click, not all the way to slam it all the way to the top, and you'll actually see it go into neutral and it'll kick into neutral. That is basically the general thing. But make sure every time you're shifting, the clutch has got to be in. Now, you can shift without having to use your clutch. I have seen it done. I have personally done it before. But it is always recommended that you want to use your clutch at all times. And if you want to pass the MSF, you better be damn well using your clutch, because they will be checking for this, guys. These are basic things that they're going to be doing. They literally sit back like this. I'll give you an example here. They're sitting here with a clipboard like this as you're driving by. This is exactly what they're doing the whole time. Making sure that you're using proper stuff. You have good control of the bike. Your head is up. They always put their hand below their chin and say, keep your head up at all times like this when you're driving. Do not look down. Keep up. Look forward. That is exactly what they're looking for the entire time. It looks like somebody's having a fire or something. I see ash flying through the roof. But there you go. That is the basics. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start the bike. I'm going to show you the best I possibly can, without screwing this up too bad, of how to shift when you're out on the road. I'll only take it around the neighborhoods, basic stuff like that, so we don't have any worry about traffic or anything. And I will do the best I can to show you to you. So stay tuned here. Let me go ahead and get everything ready. Put my jacket on. Always make sure you have proper gear. They will make sure that you have at least a thick jacket on, or a long sleeve shirt on when you're out there. They want to see jeans on or pants on, and they want to see some good shoes on, okay? Whether it's boots or whatnot. So after that, then they want to have gloves. You have to buy the gloves for them. They will not let you out there without the gloves. So there you go. And let me go ahead and get everything set up here, and then I will take you out there and on the bike, and we'll show you exactly how they like to shift. So stay tuned here. All right, guys, here we go. We're back. Obviously, you can see I am in neutral right now. The NA light is lit up. It doesn't matter what bike you're on, you will have this green light. And you can see I'm walking back and forth with the bike, and I don't have any issues at all. Okay, when I personally put it in my garage, once I get it up to the garage, I'll pop it neutral and just walk in myself. You can see we have full control. Now, I'll put it in first and show you the difference. Yeah, I put downshift 1, remember, just like the fingers, downshift 1. The bike is going nowhere, okay? I'm trying to roll it. Yes, it looks like I'm having sex with the bike, but exactly, it will not go anywhere. So you can see, it's just that easy. Clutch in, half, step up, clicks on right away to green, so we know we're in neutral. We can sit there and coast the whole thing. Look at my feet are up. We're just coasting, okay? So really basic stuff right here. So let's go ahead and put it in gear here. Well, we don't have to put it in a gear. Start it up. We're good to go. I've already warmed it up for the day, so no issues here at all. And what we're going to do is just going to go down the street. We'll put you right in the middle of the street, and then we're going to be showing you the basics here. So you see my foot right here? Hope it's showing up really good in the camera. Going down 1. I'm in first. You can see the neutral light is now off. And I can ease off the clutch. I'll leave my feet down just to even show you. The bike is pulling on its own now. I'm not just letting the gravity pull us downhill. You see, it's pulling. And now I'm going to ease down the brakes, okay? So clutch in when you brake as well. Clutch in and then hit the brakes. If you let off that clutch and you get to a brake, all it's going to do is stall and you're literally going to launch forward. Now, I'd show it to you, but let me get onto a flat spot because a lot of people, even in my MSF course, were asking, well, what is that going to do if I don't hit the clutch? You're literally going to launch forward, okay? So let me get us out on a straight street here, okay? Just going to ease it on. I'm letting the clutch pull me. You can see all I'm doing is put my foot down to hold us, okay? I'm going to show you something that you really shouldn't do too much of. I don't want to ruin the clutch or anything, but let's just say we were doing the same thing that they were asking in the MSF course. What if I just hit my brake and come to a stop and the clutch is not in? Once that thing stops, you're going to launch, okay? So here I go, the brake is off. I have no feet on the ground. We are in gear. This is what's going to happen. Get ready. See what I mean? Just jumped. It's just like in a car. It will stall out instantly. The bike is turned off now. So I'm going to put it back up into neutral again. And then what we're going to do is, see? I'm going to do this now. We can move. Let's go ahead and start it. So that is one of the biggest things that people were asking. That to me told me that they had never driven a car before. If you do not have that clutch in when you're at a stop until you put it in neutral or whatever again, you will stall the bike. Plain and simple. So let's go ahead and go to see my foot. We're going down a gear. I'm looking up. You can easily let off the clutch, but at the same time you need to be giving it a little gas, just a little. And it'll start to pull on its own. Watch, see? I'm just giving it easy gas. Doing no struggling here at all. We're just coasting now, okay? I barely have any gas on it right now. One of the things that I was always taught as a kid when I was driving my car, my first car was a stick shift, is if you ever get in trouble and you don't know what to do, and you're like, oh shit, pull on the clutch immediately. It basically stops the power going to the wheels or the transmission, so you just sit there and coast. I'm in full coast mode right now. If I let it die, we will actually stop moving. This is straight coast. And you'll actually see. Here we go to a stop. I have not hit the brakes. No brakes are on. I am starting to lose momentum. Brakes are not on. I'm just kind of holding on there as long as I possibly can before we come to a stop. Good thing there's no cars in the road, because we look kind of ridiculous right here. I can't do it anymore. But remember, we're still in gear. If I let go of it, we will stall out. So let me go ahead and give it some more gas. We'll get it rolling again. See how easy I gave that to it? Now I'm on a 250, guys. This is a learner's bike. A lot of you guys that might ride 600s already know about this stuff. You can already hear it starting to whine. Like, it's like, shift me already. You don't have to. The red line's not until 13 grand on this little bike. But I mean, do you really want to be having it all the way out? See that? So even on a 250, it's not going to pop the wheelie. Alright? So what we do is we want to shift a second. We're going to be pulling in the clutch and then giving a full, firm upward lift of that peg. You see it down there? So we want to shift a second. I'm going to roll off the gas, pull in on the clutch, pick it up the one time, and then ease back out again. At the same time, I'm giving it gas. This is very, very easy, guys. Do not let it intimidate you. There were people in my class that had never driven a stick shift car before, and they all passed. This is very, very easy. I'll go ahead and pull over. When you brake, they will teach you to use front and back brakes at all times. You can see it. My back brake is on, my front brake is on. They want you to have full control of that bike. So when you go to the MSF course, they're going to tell you, make sure you're using both. They want to see you using both, or they will take points off, okay? So I'm back down into first. I'm going to ease just a half lift up, just halfway up, and it'll pop right in there. I can get back off it again. That is just how easy it really is. They told us through the entire class, you will never get out of third gear. They started us off on little Kawasaki 125 cruisers is all we had for the MSF, and they had just 2 or 3 of the 250s. So don't feel like you're going to be overwhelmed if you go to the MSF course and you're like, oh my god, is it too much of a bike? The 125 is half the power of this 250, and let me tell you, you are not going to get yourself into a lot of trouble with a 250. Perfect learning bike, just like a little 300 is. 300 is just their newer version from Kawasaki that they put out that has 300cc versus 250. They just stopped making this, put a little bit bigger engine in it. That's all they did. So remember, once again, we're going in, clutch in, toes down. You saw it. Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to easy give it gas. You can hear it revving up. You can see the tachometer. And then I'm going to slowly pull away. And you see I'm all the way off it now. Now I see some people that'll do the 2-finger thing or whatever, but what they want in the MSF course is full hand. So you're going to clutch in, let off, lift up once, let off the clutch, and give it a little bit of gas again, and what do you know, we're in second gear. Now this bike and the older bikes did not have the gear shift thing, and you will not have that in an MSF course either. My MSF course had the older bikes. They had no gear indicator, so you have to know what gear you're in. And look at that, we're just coasting along here in second. This is so simple. You want to go to third? Remember, this is as high as they're going to go is third. I get off the gas, pull in the clutch, one strong lift up, ease off the clutch, a little bit of gas again. You see my hands. We're in third gear. Very, very basics here. All right? So nothing you should be worried about. This is about as honestly as fast as you're going to go around that whole course, because the course is the size of a small parking lot, okay? And so you're not going to be getting all the way out there with some high-end speeds. So don't worry about that. You want to come to a stop? We'll go ahead and let these golfers pass us real quick here. So you know I live on a golf course. But if you want to go ahead and let the golfers pass, or you want to come to a stop, you can let off the gas, pull in the clutch, pull in the brake at the same time. Both brakes now. Just ease it on down. I can teach you the emergency stop later on a different video, what they expect. And there we go, we're to a stop. Smooth stop. That's exactly one of the things they want. They don't want to see you out of control here. They don't want to see you swirling or anything like that. I'm back in first gear. I downshifted twice once we got to a stop. I'm going to ease off again, giving it just enough gas to go. We're moving, guys. Look at that. Easing off the gas again. You saw my hand go up. Full lift up. Ease back on the clutch. Back on the gas. It is literally that simple. It's all you have to do. Just take a nice little turn here and just go around the circle one more time for you guys. And if you guys have any questions here, please feel free to ask. I will help you guys in any way I can. I taught a lot of the guys, I work for UPS, as you guys know, and a lot of the young guys when I was in the northern building up in North Florida, they did not know how to drive a stick shift truck, and you have to qualify in a stick shift truck. Even though most of the new UPS trucks are automatics, they want you to qualify in a stick, so that way they know you can drive stick and automatic. So I taught a lot of people how to do it, just as the neighbor taught me how to drive the stick, and there we are again. Nice smooth stop. That's what they want to see. So I'll do it one last time before we wrap up this video. You can see we're in neutral. Remember, it's just like the hand. Neutral is right in the middle. Okay, just a half click to neutral and then a full click up to second. So I'm going to go clutch in. I wanted to get started. Obviously, you want to check where you're coming from, check your rear view mirrors, check over your shoulder, especially if you're merged into traffic. Shift down into first gear, one full solid shift. And then what did I say? We're at a stoplight right now. I have my left foot on the thing, my right foot is here. They always want your right foot on the pegs and on the brakes. So then when you start, you just ease off. Remember, you can hear the engine's purring. It's starting to kick up, easing off that gas. And wouldn't you know it, there we go. Super smooth. Now I want to shift and get off the gas, clutch in, full lift up, and there we go. We are in second. Now, sometimes some of the people will have to work on their clutch maneuver because of the fact that when you pull it in, sometimes you might like jerk it, you know, like that kind of thing. And that's exactly what it feels like if you let it out too fast. Same way in a car. Without giving it a proper smooth in and out at the same time as you're giving the gas, you will launch like that, and that's exactly what it feels like until you can learn to get in that sweet spot there. As you can see, we're just cruising along. And then after that, they'll move on to other things. But they want to make sure that you're going to know how to use everything properly first. They're going to make you do all this kind of back and forth stuff, and I'm going to make a whole MSF video of what I could remember from later. But I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea how to shift on a motorcycle. I'm going to shift in again to third, clutch in. You can see my wrist came up. I'm going to be going full shift up with my foot. My toe is going up, 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 and then just ease back in it again. It is that simple. Okay. Now, like I said, in another video, I'm going to take you out to the MSF course if I can get in and show it to you exactly what to expect. But this is the basics of how to shift, and they will make sure you know how to shift a motorcycle before you get out there. And honestly, if you can't shift it, then you're stuck. So they won't even let you on the course anyway. So, but they understand that you're going to make those little jittery moves once in a while. So just so it gives you a good idea. I hope you really like this video. If you did and you have any questions, feel free to ask. Hit that like button, subscribe for more stuff. I'm new to the channel thing, but I've always had my Accord 79 channel, which is car channel, for almost 2 years now. And I have a lot of subscribers piling up on there. And if you guys are interested in cars, go check it out there. But yeah, this is the basics of how to shift a motorcycle. I will take you out one time on the street. You see where I know we're in third gear here? Remember, just leave your legs in, just kind of hug that tank, just cruise around on it. Really easy. Well guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you really did like it. Like I said, hit that like button for me, show me some love here. Give me questions, feel free to ask. I do not mind helping out here. I may not be the best teacher in the world or whatever. I'm not like my parents, who my dad was a school principal and my mom was a teacher, and they were taught for like 35, 37 years. But I will show you the best way that I possibly know how. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys at the very next tutorial video or vlog. Swing on by. Take care, guys. You know what? Fuck it. I'll go this way. Alright, guys. Here we go. One last show. You can hear it. I can rev this thing all the way out. See what I mean? There was no wheel kick or anything. I'm getting up there again. I would not recommend shifting this late. And there we go. That's third gear. I'm going to shift again because I don't like revving out my engines. I like my cars to last, my vehicles to last a long time. You can see I'm off the clutch. Some people will ride the clutch and they'll say, get your hand off that clutch. Our instructors would smack you in the hand if you stopped or anything like that. They're like, get your hands off that clutch. It wouldn't hurt you or anything. It was just like a tap on the hand. Get your hands off that clutch. I want to shift again. See, my hand wrist is up, clutch is in. You can see, we can hear it. The engine's kind of quiet. We're in coast mode. I'm going to bring it right back out again. And you can see, you can hear it again. See the difference? Super easy. All the left, shift up into fifth, and there we go. So that is the basics of how to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. See you later from Central Florida.